Hello you, welcome to Geekism and welcome back to Foundation. We're now going to pause because quite a bit has happened since the last episode. In the last episode we built the first half of our sort of big keep border there, and I'm really happy with how that turned out. I'm happy with the sort of aim of where we're heading with this. But I was getting a little bit unsure about why there were novices sat up here, 10 novices. Now I'm getting novices and newcomer mixed up. You can see we've got 7 newcomers. Newcomers are the first ones who turn up. They hang around here. They don't actually have a house. You may even be one. Look, there we go. Newcomer. They just need water. Novices are actually the army staff. They're here, look. They're novices there. So they need to live either here, which I think they probably do. Hey, so what do you do for a living? What do you do? Oh, you working there, yeah. So they either live nearby in one of these few houses here, or they live there. They live in the dorms. So we look here. We've got dorms. Maximum house capacity 6, and currently 3 of them live in there, and they can pick to live there if they want to. So they're novices, but unfortunately it means I made everyone a commoner, and it instantly meant that everyone needed 2 supplies of food and clothing. So the place crashed, basically. This global happiness went down to like -22 or something. People moved out. And I basically spent about 2 hours trying to fix the problem. And the problem is basically we just didn't have enough resources coming into the place and getting it to people through markets. So the 2 major markets, I've now put warehouses and granaries by them. We're still pretty low on stuff. But we're getting there. This number here, what have I done there? This number here, 43 villagers lacking food. That sort of fluctuates between 43 and 5 or 6. So I think we do need to up it a little bit, but at the moment we have nobody in the place that doesn't have a job. Is the problem. New Geekshire. There we go. It's pretty much everyone there. Let's have a look if we've got anyone who's... Oh no, we do have quite a few unemployed because we've had a few people move in. So I think because of that then we're going to try and up our production of stuff. So let's have a look at these. This is farmer. So here we go. Let's just get our serfs up because they build houses and pay money. So I feel like the flour here could probably have more wheat. Okay. So let's come into here and remove this crop field here that comes down to these fish. Right. And oops. And instead have that come this way. And maybe not quite down to there. There we go. Okay. So that's that. And then we're going to build another wheat farm. And see if we can just up the quantity of wheat coming in for now. Okay, so... we'll place you there. Okay, and then here, could we do the same there? We'll leave that one for now. Here we've actually got a dairy farm. So that dairy farm had a hell of a load of milk sat in it. I just noticed. Let's have a look. Where's milk? We have 178 milk, but we have nowhere near enough cheese being produced. Okay, so where's cheese? There's a bakery. I'm not 100% sure what the cheese one looks like. That's a bakery. What does the cheese builder look like? Cheese builder, you know what I mean. Is it you? No, you're a bakery. Weaver Hut. Okay, so we have a load of milk but no cheese. I reckon we could get another cheese maker in then. Let's have a look. Cheese maker. Oh, it just kind of looks like a house, doesn't it? Where? Oh, there's one of those. Yeah. So I'm going to bring one over here as well. Because we've got, like I say, milk is being produced over here. And also here as well, we've got milk. So we'll get a cheese maker in there. And we'll get another one, you know, because I reckon we've got the room for it. So we'll sit you there opposite the church. There we go. And we can get a couple of cheesemakers in there. There's a cheesemaker. No cheese, but 5 milk sat in there. So hopefully we can up the number of cheese. How's fish doing? Fish we have 30 in stock. Berries are fine. Beer's better now. Bread. Bread is 32. So I feel like we're kind of on top of it. 33 lacking things still. So I don't know whether it's just that there's a lack of markets around, because we currently only have 3 markets. We have one down here. We have one big one here. We have one here, and we kind of have the 4th one here. We have this little sort of traveling one that kind of is meant to cover this area. So I feel like all of our major areas are covered, really. Maybe this area here, maybe not so much, or here. If these fill out a bit, we'll stick some extra markets in. But for now, I feel like we're okay as far as markets are concerned. So, let's speed up the game a little. I don't know why we've slowed down, to be honest. I think it was probably just because I've got so much stuff that I was worried about. Because we do want to do something pretty this episode as well, and as we did mention that last time, is that I want to do like a jousting arena. Okay, so what house was that just went up there? Was that one, wasn't it? Desirability low. So let's do the thing that people keep mentioning is make sure you're sticking around your trees and stuff, decorative trees. These all add to desirability, so make sure we're getting those in. So we'll place a few of those around in the areas where it's a little lower. That's the cheese thing going up, isn't it? Yeah, I don't mind these decorative trees. I think they do look good. You could say they look decorative. So people aren't going to hang around at the moment. It says people aren't staying because we have unemployed people. That's what that's all about. If there's unemployed people, people won't stay. So what I'm tempted to do is once these cheese builders are done, I don't know why clothes are really low as well. Look, common clothes. How are we doing for common clothes? So wool, we have no wool. Oh, that's flour. We have no flour. We have no. Oh, it's because it's seasonal, I suppose. We have a little bit of wool, and we have a fair bit of cloth. So clothes tailors could probably be increased as well. We have a clothes tailor set up over here, tailor's workshop, and no cloth. Weaver hut 23 cloth, and there's a thing right there. So that just seems to be bad design. Keep true. As long as that's extreme, I'm going to keep them with me. Wool, cloth, clothes. Put some stuff in there. Didn't realise that was so empty. Because we need to really get the numbers up on those. When these cheese factories are done, we need to put we have cheese in there. Okay. Now, does this market actually sell cheese? Fish, bread, and clothes. No. So this market needs to sell cheese as well. So people have got a choice. There we go. They can have a blue lid. Okay. Because we definitely want some cheese for the people. Okay. Now, a few people commented saying this jousting arena could probably really be in here, and yeah, you're right, I guess. But this space just seems perfect for it. So I'm gonna have a little bit of artistic license, so to speak, and throw it out somewhere. Claude, where are you, Claude? Oh, you're right there. Superb. Look at that for timing. Well done, Claude. There we go. Cheese. One people have decided to say because the unemployment's down, which is good. But for now, I'm not gonna leave the game running. I'm gonna slow it down. People still lacking food. We're gonna have to see if that cheese helps with that at all. But I don't know, because when this market's finished, we're going to put somebody to work there as well. But yes, let's have a look at this decoration thing. Okay, so it's going to be in medieval fair. There we are. So we have these canopies. Wheat farm's been finished. That's good. Let's get you going. Let's come out of that. Sorry. Priorities. Priorities. Okay, so you can come all the way down here. Plenty of space. There you go. And 2 of you can get started working in there. Good stuff. Okay, so I am going to pause the game because otherwise there's going to be things going on all the time, isn't there? So, medieval fare. So we've got tents, we've got these canopies, we've got some fencing that's not too high. Okay, then we have a entrance thing. We've got seating. We've got covered seating. We've got flag posts. We've got barriers. And we've got these quantain things and lances. So we're going to start with the barriers. And we'll do our full row of these. Now, if these snap, I don't think they do. There's no points on them. No, okay. Well, we can line them up. Like that. There we go. Doesn't have to be all spot on. A little bit higgledy-piggledy, I think, is actually probably a good thing. So that's the only real problem, is that the ground is not flat in the slightest. Are we probably better doing it across here, where it's a little bit more flat? Perhaps so. Well, that would be ridiculous to replace all those, so let's just get rid of those and start again. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, that's, I mean, it's still not perfectly flat, but there's no terrain forming in the game, no terraforming, so we can deal with it. Of course, we can always deal with it, right? That works out quite nice, actually, because we're going to have to make this some sort of camp or something to get rid of the stone, because I don't really... Whoop, hello, I don't really like the stone there. So, fences then. So this time, these sort of come... These are going to come around like this, aren't they? In every which way colour. Because... That's how we're going to get it to look right, huh? There we go. So, what did I do there? Blue and yellow, blue and yellow, blue and yellow, red and black. Oh. Blue and yellow, red and black, green and white is the one. There we go. Haha. Might help to look at these from over the top. Okay. So, red and black, green and white, blue and yellow. Blue and yellow. Blue and yellow, green and white, and red and black. Okay, probably should have just done it in the order they were in the menu, but once there we go. So once we get into a bit of a rhythm, we'll be fine. You know what? I don't think it would even look terrible if they didn't match up, you know. All right, so this last one needs to start to come around. There we go. And then we'll have a big entranceway here. Yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna have a posh bit of seating for the king, or who, you know, the nobleman who's coming to see. And then go on, you can snap there if you like, I don't mind. Is it the only place you're genuinely going to snap? Well, that's kind of useless. Okay, never mind. Because that wants to go there, doesn't it? I think. Or even a little further back. So the king gets a good view of what's going on. What a weird thing to snap. I suppose it's for the flags to snap to, right? Which kind of makes sense. Okay, and then we'll do same on this side. Let's have a good look from the top as to where they sit. And one more. Okay, that's all right. Flag posts. Then we can. Oh, I would really kind of expect them to sit higher up than that, really. No, all right. I guess it's for things like this. Okay, well these look good, so let's put some of these down then. Some shields. One of each type, I guess. And then backwards. Yeah, that looks good. Now these flags, they do sit there, but these are really for flagpoles, right? So I think these have to kind of go along here, really. Too far from what? You're literally on the same building still. Okay, we can maybe put you in later. One thing we do need to do is go back here and take these around. As we should. Like that, there we go. Up to that corner. There we go. Fill that in with a little bit of detail. But there's your run, yeah. So let's do some of these. Not 100% sure how these go, but I think they would have them at the end, right? They're for knocking over. Like, it's more of a training thing, I think, but I feel like they would be correct there. They look good anyway. So that's the main brunt of it then. We'll put regular fence around there, I think. But we do need some tent space. So, large tents. It's going to be, this is the stuff that we need to really cover up here. So, some large tents there. And we'll make that look like, I'll tell you what, that's a good idea actually. Let's make that look like it's a double, it's a posh, big old posh tent that is. Yeah, that looks like a circus. Okay, and a little bit at the back there, we can cover that up with some barrels or something. Oh, hello. That was weird. Okay, one more there, I think. And then I really quite like these. As well. I kind of like them sat on the side like that. It looks pretty good, I think. Yeah. Cool. Of course, we need lances, where they're going to actually get their weapons from, right? I'll probably put a few of them around that can go against a wall there. And I think other than that, it's going to be some of the fantasy stuff to fill it all out. Okay, so let's start construction. It should just happen, I think. Boom, look at that. Oh, yeah. I like it. Okay, cool. So, next things then, let's put our fence up. So I'm going to go for wooden wall. I feel like that's the correct way to go about this, because this is where the knights are hanging out, right? This is private land, really. This. Okay, but then I do think that this should be curved to at least there. Yes, there's the knight's pen, so to speak. Maybe a little bit of it removed so we can put a gate in. So because there would be somewhere, they would need somewhere to go, right? We have this wooden gate, you see. Actually, that's a bit intense. I wonder if there's a smaller one. Yeah, because this is the one we're using at like the entrance of the city. I think there is. Let me think. What's got a smaller gate? Let's just fancy decorations. See what they've got. This has definitely got some gates. There we go. So it's not smaller, but it's less aggressive, I suppose. Like an archway or something would be good. I know some of them. One of them's got an archway. I think it might be. I think it might be the keep. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. There we go. I knew one of them had got one. Then we can put that down. And then just add a core in and get rid of the core. There we go. I'll unpause while that gets started. And then we'll get some fantasy decorations. Oh, see, archery targets. That seems a really good thing to have here as well. Like, because if you're going to... Sometimes you might do an archery display. So I suppose we could get them in here and it wouldn't really cause much of a problem. Can get dragged out when they're needed, you know. Campfire. Yeah, let's get a campfire over here to keep them all warm while they're doing what they're doing. That's good. Okay, tool. Yeah, because you need stuff for like looking after the horses and stuff, don't you? So tools are quite important. Then there's a barrel, obviously. This is another sort of spearsy one. That can go there. Trough for the horses, of course. And then really it's just a supplies thing then, isn't it? It's getting stuff all under here that just looks right. Just that filler. Like a few people have said in the comments, it's incredible how little how much these little things add, you know. It really is quite insane. Oh, we did say we'd cover up those stones, didn't we? So, well, I mean, it doesn't really need to be covered up, does it? But of course we can with pumpkins. Okay, let's have a look at some other bits and bobs. Yeah, it's just things like this, isn't it, really? That really adds something to it, I think. Yeah, that all looks good. Hoping somebody's on the construction here. I'm going to guess it's you. Yeah. Low probability. Bring them back. Not going to stay out there and do silly things. I don't know why it keeps putting stuff over there. Market is done. Where are you, market? So you're going to sell cheese. And do we have somebody to work it now? We do. Good stuff. There we go. So I'm hoping... Oh, there's 6 cheese in storage. Then 26 cheese made. Well, it's better than it was. And still 57 people are lacking food. Ouch. It's definitely something I need to try and figure out. But for now, priorities. That's finished. There we go. So that can come up to there. That one probably needs to just... get tweaked. Okay. Okay, cool. I think this just needs like a bit of flavour around it, doesn't it? So what I'm going to do is add in some of those stones. Fantasy decorations. Going to hope that these are big enough. Not really, but this is what we've got to work with, I suppose. Now, I've realised after the fact that these stones have to stay there, or they get removed. So, what we're going to do is place them where you would have stones gather. But I don't just want to put them on every little bit because that would look silly if they're all lined up, right? So. A couple of them are just going to have to go in the middle of stuff, unfortunately. But it doesn't matter that this isn't going to be perfect, I don't think. I think that's okay. So if you look, we now start construction. There we go. Like, I don't mind like little bits of this growing over and things. That's actually pretty good. And I think if we go for floodplains and go for some grasses as well, this will look really good. So we bought back 39 breads, 3 iron, 670 gold, 5 tools. I'll be honest with you, it's mostly the bread that I'm happy about there, because that is going to help. Go, so some of this in, grown in, and it helps make those stones look a bit more natural. It helps make the slight bits of grass that are still there look natural. There we go. I just think this is the sort of thing that really ties in the build. There we go, some smaller. And we'll have some stuff up there as well to sort of explain the overgrowth there. Yeah, just looks cool, doesn't it? And then finally back to fantasy decorations. We can get a wheel up there. Why not? And maybe even would a wagon work? I mean, it's kind of a bit big, isn't it? 4 decided to join. Nice. I wouldn't. There's no food. Put something in there. And then there we go. And then here, I think we just need some barrels and crates and other stuffs. Okay. That needs a stone there, doesn't it? There's too much grass there. Let's put a little magic stone just there and just there and a little one next to it. There we go. Oh, I'm really happy with that. I think that's turned out pretty good. We've now got a jousting arena. Completely useless. Doesn't work in the slightest. But, you know, if that's not what geekism isn't about, I don't know what is. I think that looks awesome. Cool. Right, and then otherwise, it's just 68 people lacking food. Yeah, answers on a postcard. There's been a couple of sort of new people finding this series who are much more tuned on to the game than I am. See, clothes we're doing fine for. Everything's sat here. It's just for some reason it's not getting to the markets really. There's a little bit in the market there, look. This market is doing pretty good bar fish and berries. This one doesn't do well at all. Now I have a granary put in here that has berries, fish and bread in it. So stuff is, you know, so maybe I just clicked it at a bad time. It's now got berries and fish. But I don't understand why people aren't getting the food they need. Let me know if there's something I need to do. Because I've got always like 40 odd people. But when I click them, look, let's have a look. You're fine. Let's go one random one over here. You're fine. I mean, low, but, you know, they may well have just finished work. You're really fine. So who is it? Who doesn't have food? You're great. You've just stocked up. Like every bit of town that I look at, people are saying they're fine. But when I come up to here, it's telling me that 30 odd people don't have food. So where are these 30 people that don't have food? You're fine. Is it you down here? So you're saying you need clothes. So you're fulfilling your needs. Let's have a look. What are you doing? You're about to go and get some berries. Right, so get your berries. That's filled your second food up. Now you're going to go and get some faith. So where are you going for that? You're having to go a little far out for that, I suppose. You go to the main church, that's fine. Get yourself in there for some faith. Now you're going to go and get some common clothes. Apparently it's reserved for you. Why you didn't go and get the clothes while you were down in the market, I don't know. Yeah, there you go. And now you're going to go to sleep. in your house, and you're all full. Okay, so that's it then, really, isn't it? And maybe it's just the fact that they're having to find a long way around everything. 20 people now lacking. We've got loads of berries. So what I am tempted to do is just like, maybe, like, we did it here somewhere, didn't we? Where is it? Here. Market. Oh, that's selling fish. Right, let's make that berries. Right. Placing down just a few single market stalls. Like I did one here, look. Cheese. Just in between markets, just to make people's legwork not have to run so much. Like here, look, there's these four little houses. There's the market right there, though, isn't it? Yeah. All right. Answers on a postcard for this one, because I'm getting a little stuck with why people. Oh no, it's going to 13 now. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, let me know. Anyway, we made a cool jousting arena. Thanks for watching. Till the next one. Be good.